Hello and welcome to today's Moto News Worldwide video on the Motocross Network. Today we're going to be looking at a wide variety of stories. We're going to start off with the hot news of the day. Joey Savatgy splitting with Triumph, and his new deal is rumored. We'll talk about that. Then we're going to look at the Spanish Husqvarna rider Guillem Farres and his rumored deal in MX2 for next year. After that, we're going to take a look at some more Motocross of Nations team announcements. Those teams are Team Italy and Team Sweden. Before we get into the news, issue number 10 of the Motocross Network magazine is in production as we speak. So, to MagPass subscribers and those of you who already pre-order the copy, you'll be getting that in the mail soon. If you haven't ordered one and you want one, head to the mxnetwork.com and order a copy. Links in the description. We also have some back issues from 2023 and earlier this year. Here's 2024. We have some copies left. Most of them are all sold out, but if you want a back issue, we do have some available. Huge thanks to those of you who already ordered the copy. All right, so we're going to start off this video with the big story of the day. Triumph Racing and Joey Savatgy have parted ways after just one season of pro motocross competition. This separation allows Savatgy to pursue another full-time 450 class opportunity, which has not yet been disclosed, but we have some good rumors we'll talk about in a minute for 2025 and the remainder of 2024. Due to eligibility rules, Savatgy wasn't able to compete in the 250 Supercross class this year, and they were still fighting about it, I think, a week ago. And they didn't win, so he can't compete next year either. That's part of the reason they separated. Meanwhile, Triumph's plan to launch their Premier Class program with the TF 450X, which was supposed to feature Savatgy under a 2-year contract, has been postponed. This delay in the program's introduction contributed to one of the reasons for their mutual decision to end their partnership. Joey Savatgy spoke about this whole thing in a Triumph press release today, saying, quote, "Firstly, I would like to thank Triumph Racing for giving me the opportunity to race for the team this year. We were all hoping the AMA rule would be amended to allow me to race 250 Supercross next year, but unfortunately, this didn't happen. Triumph knows how hard it was for me to sit out half the season this year, and they are nice enough to give me the option to be released early in order for me to race a full season next year. Thanks again to the whole team, and I wish them all the best for the future." Now, Triumph Racing USA team principal Bobby Hewitt also gave his side of the story and commented on this in the press release. Bobby said, quote, "It's been a real pleasure working with Joey, and it's unfortunate that he won't be competing in this year's SMX playoffs with Triumph Racing. While we've been waiting for the AMA and the steering committee to confirm their decision regarding Joey's eligibility to compete in 250 Supercross, we allowed him to actively seek other opportunities in the 450 class, just in case this wasn't an option. In the end, it was decided that he could not return to 250 Supercross. We were, however, more than happy to honor Joey's 2-year contract by having him race for us next summer in the 250 class of Pro Motocross, but ultimately, it was decided that the best resolution was for us to part ways. On behalf of Triumph Racing, I wish Joey all the best for 2025 and thank him for everything he's done for the team since he joined us last winter." After missing the Monster Energy Supercross series, Joey Savatgy's most notable achievement of this year in the 250 motocross class was securing a 6th-place finish at Southwick. Despite missing several races during the season, he concluded the outdoor championship in 12th place, which isn't all that bad considering how many motos he got DNFs. Looking ahead to 2025, Triumph Racing is poised to field riders. They have Jalek Swoll, Jordan Smith, and Styles Robertson lined up. I don't think that's confirmed yet, but that's the strong rumor. With the 4th spot left open following Savatgy's departure. Where will Savatgy land, you may ask? Well, it's believed he is currently in talks with Firepower Honda. He's working on a 450 class deal for World Supercross this fall and AMA Supercross and World Supercross again in 2025. At least that's the rumor. We have yet to get confirmation on this. Obviously, it's still really early as the announcement of his separation of Triumph just happened this morning. So expect that confirmation to come soon. What are your guys' thoughts on this whole thing? How do you feel about the separation between Joey Savatgy and Triumph? Do you think it was best for him? How about him moving back up to the 450 class? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, before we move on, this video is sponsored by Blood Lubricants. I actually have a Blood shirt on today. Blood Lubricants, it is a premium off-road oil and lubricant company. They have everything from chain lube to engine oil to their bloodbath wash and wax. It's all really high quality stuff made here in America. Don't take my word for it. It's all tested and approved by Chris Kiefer as well. So if you're going to change your oil, don't chintz out. Get the high quality stuff. You can save some money. I got a code for you. Use our code TMN25 to get 25% off site-wide all their products. So go give them some love. Head to bloodlubricants.com today. All right, next story of the day is about a rider we really haven't heard much about this year, Guillem Farres, the Spaniard. Over the past 2 years, Guillem Farres has been competing in the American racing scene. In 2022, he participated in several AMA Nationals under the Star Yamaha tent, impressing the team enough to secure a spot for 2023. This season, Farres transitioned from Yamaha to the Rockstar Energy Husqvarna factory racing team. However, he hasn't fully showcased his capabilities in the United States due to multiple injuries, which is unfortunate given his evident speed that he showed back in 2022. Despite limited Supercross experience, he managed to secure some top 10 finishes in a few rounds. I believe it was Detroit and Arlington were his best finishes. Rumors suggest that Farres might not continue racing in America for the 2025 season due to a lack of promising opportunity. Instead, it's speculated that the factory Triumph Racing MX2 team is set to sign him over in Europe, bringing him back to the Grand Prix paddock for 2025. With Mikel Horup moving out of the MX2 World Championship category due to the age rule next year, Triumph has been scouting for a new rider, a new teammate for Camden McClellan. While Triumph has shown interest in several riders, securing a top MX2 GP rider is challenging, as many are already contracted for next year. So Guillem Farres presents a promising choice for Triumph due to his evident speed and talent. At 21, he's still eligible for MX2 World Championship racing in 2025 and 2026 before he ages out in 2027, so he can get a 2-year deal. By 2027, he would transition to the MXGP class. Should the deal materialize, it would offer Farres a significant opportunity to ride for a factory team in MX2. Now, before Farres was well known, he actually did race MX2 a few years ago. Before his stint in America, he was competing in MX2 World Championship with Roth's Motorsports KTM, I think that's how you pronounce it, which has since ceased operations. Joining Triumph would mark a substantial upgrade where he'd closely work with Clement Desalle, a legend in MXGP. The key for Farres will be staying injury-free to truly demonstrate his capabilities. That's the key for him right now. He's a fast guy. He's just got to stay off the ground, which is a big problem for a lot of guys. So anyway, Triumph has made a notable impact in their debut year within the MX2 World Championship. They've actually been a lot more successful than the Triumph team here in the U.S., so looks promising, and that's the strong rumor right now is that Farres will be heading there. And hopefully, if he has success in the 2 years with Triumph and MX2, he might be able to get a ride in his rookie MXGP year in 2027. So this could be a really good deal for Farres as long as he can keep it off the ground and perform well. All right, before we move on, this video is sponsored by Sweet Life CBD. Now, we're all moto people here, and what comes with our sport is never-ending ache and pain. CBD can be a great solution for this. Introducing Sweet Life. Sweet Life grows all of their hemp here in the USA, and all their products are THC-free, so you won't get popped on a drug test. You're safe to use it. All their products are third-party tested for purity, so you know it's all high-quality stuff. They also used to sponsor Rocky Mountain KTM and Blake Baggett before that team closed its doors, so they have a history in our sport. So if you want to get rid of those nagging aches and pains in a more natural way, head to GetSweetLife.com and use our code TMN for 20% off site-wide. All right, next up we have some Motocross of Nations team announcements. We're going to start off with Team Italy, who was a podium finisher last year. Now, it's mostly 2 out of 3 guys are the same from last year, but they have a new addition. And excitement is building for the 2024 Motocross of Nations, which is set to take place at Matterley Basin from October 5th to 6th. This prestigious event marks the culmination of the year for both America and MXGP. It's the pinnacle of the sport. Italy, fielding one of the youngest teams with an average age of just 22 this year, aims to showcase the prowess of its young motocross talent and strength of its up-and-coming riders. Thomas Traversini, FMI Technical Commissioner, has selected Mattia Guadagnini to lead the team in the MXGP class, who has recently recovered from a left shoulder blade fracture. Then in the MX Open category, we have Andrea Bonacorsi, the 2023 EMX 250 champion. He started off the year in the MX2 championship, but because of his build, he's a very jock-like guy. He's huge. They moved him up to the MXGP class, and he's had a pretty successful year with all things considered. That not only was it his rookie season on the 250, it was also his rookie season on the 450. So he split between two classes. Crazy year for him. Then in the MX2 class, we have defending MX2 world champion Andrea Adamo. This is his third consecutive call-up for the team, cementing his status as one of the top riders globally. Now, I normally don't include the reserve rider, but considering it was part of their podium finishing team last year, I figured I'd add that Alberto Ferrato has been named as the reserve rider. He's only returned to racing on, I think it was June 23rd, after a nearly 4-month hiatus due to a pretty severe injury. So his condition is rough, but he's steadily improving. That's why he didn't get put on the team. He is the reserve rider. But either way, solid team. Can't wait to see what Italy has again this year. All right, finally, to cap off this video, Team Sweden. Normally, they're not really an incredible team, but this year they have a relatively strong lineup. I'd say they're set to perform better than they have in previous years. For the 2024 Motocross of Nations at Matterley Basin, the riders chosen to represent Sweden and uphold their national colors are as follows. Firstly, the team will be guided by coach and team manager Filip Thuresson, I think that's right, and Filip Bengtsson, also involved with the team. I can't pronounce these Swedish names, sorry. Anyway, for their riders, in the MXGP class, we have Isaac Gifting, the JK Racing Yamaha rider. Now, he isn't a top 5 rider, but he has finished top 10, top 15. His best finish of the year, 8th overall in Sweden in the MXGP class. So, not bad. He's a relatively consistent rider, minimizes mistakes, which is very important for Motocross of Nations. So, I think he's a solid pick. In the MX Open class, Alvin Osland. A lot of you guys are familiar with him now that he came over to America for a few rounds. He rides for JWR Honda. Alvin has had some rough performances as of late. I believe the past 2 MXGP rounds were like 30th place. He had a lot of problems, some crashes, whatever. But early this year, he was really consistent, finishing anywhere from 11th, 12th to 16th, 17th in that kind of vicinity. So I'd say consistently around the top 15 spot. So another solid, consistent rider. To wrap up the team in MX2, we have Arvid Luning. I'm sure most of you don't know this guy. I barely know this guy. He is an up-and-coming rider currently riding for Young Motion Gas, a very small team in Europe. He currently stands 26th in the MX2 World Championship, but as of late, he's been consistently around the top 15 to 20th position, kind of 17th, 16th area. So he's been improving as the year has gone on. He started off pretty rough, so not a star team by any means, but I think they are set to perform better than they have in the past few years, just because they are super consistent, the riders they have picked. Hopefully, that plays out well for them. As long as they can stay on 2 wheels, I think they'll perform better than they did last year. Again, not a front-running team, but I like to show you guys all of the team announcements. Anyway, that's all I have for today's Moto News Worldwide video. Let me know your thoughts on these stories. How do you feel about Joey Savatgy and the Triumph separation? How about Farres heading back to MX2? Let me know all of your thoughts down below. Don't forget to go support our advertisers, Blood Lubricants and Sweet Life CBD. We have codes in the description along with some links to save you guys some money. Our contracts with them are ending soon, so if you want to support our work, go support those companies. Also, if you own a company and would like to advertise with us, head to our website and message us. Links in the description for that as well. Finally, don't forget to head to our website and snag a copy of our magazine. We have some back issues available, and of course, issue number 10 is available for pre-order now and will be shipped as soon as we get them. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.